Hello guys, it's Gabor here again. Sorry for my long recess. My last video is one month old, but I had some problems with my webcam and sometimes I wasn't at home. So this video will be slightly different by any videos I made before, because this is not a video about politics, not a video about politicians. It's a response video to TLG847, better known as Tom. If you don't know him, look at his videos; they are great. This is a response to his video called Books and the Non-Books. This is my second attempt because the first video I uploaded about this topic was a little bit long, too long for YouTube standards. So I tried to make it a little bit shorter. First of all, Tom, you talked about a point which I think is more important that maybe it was featured on your video. I think the reason why written or oral communication is more popular than a symbolic one is, first of all, it's more understandable to ordinary people. Because if you took a book out of your shelf, open it and read it, you understand the words, you understand the sentences, and you can make some thoughts on it. Maybe not those thoughts which the writer or the speaker wanted to, but you have some thoughts on it. But when you look at the picture, or hear a music song, or look at the ballet performance, maybe, you will say, wow, it's look great, but what do they want to say? I don't have any thoughts about it. That's the second thing, which is very important, because written or verbal or spoken communication is more popular, because to the other things, to more symbolic things, you need an ability to understand it. Take an example of myself. I love books, I love this whole YouTube thing, and I love music. Maybe I don't get those feelings which I should get, the thoughts of the composer, but I get some feelings. It's not exactly that I understand this work, but I get some feelings about it. But when I look at the ballet performance, I just say, wow, they have good moves, but I don't get the feeling about what they want to share with me. So it's a very important thing on this is the ability to understand these things. The second one is, you said that this kind of evolution and some kind of backvolution, sorry for this long word, and so it's also true and not true, because yes, it's some kind of backvolution, because or devolution, because it's going back to the oral one, speak to speak, people to people. But the speaker and the answerer, sorry for these long words, aren't at the same time at the same place. So it's some kind of like an open letter, which are all featured on newspapers. You write something and you maybe await some responses, and on YouTube you get them, either positive or negative ones. And there's some words of YouTube itself. Why is YouTube so popular? Because it's new, very new. And if something is very new, it gets the attention of the people, because mankind loves new things and want to experience it. And that's some kind of evolution of this thing, because it's new. And you can make new things on it. Some years ago, I didn't have thought that I will see an almost 80 years old English pensioner who tells about his life. And I look at him, because it's interesting. Or I see a blogging guy of Connecticut, sorry Tom, with very important and very good topics which he discusses. Some years ago, I didn't have thought that I will see him on a video. And I make a response to him, and he can see me. And I can see him. Another thing which is important to communication, and why we understand this face-to-face communication better, because we not just have words on which we communicate with, we have also our meta-communication, our mimic, our feelings, our gesticulation. Last time is a very good example for me, because I love to gesticulate. So it's also a thing which makes us more capable to understand this kind of communication. And if we see the other one, we can also see his meta-communication, and we can more understand his feelings, his thoughts about this, because of writing or other things. So I think that this whole all new communication thing will more expand, because YouTube has got out of this first crisis. It was bought by Google, and this whole hatred thing, which you can handle a little bit. So I think that maybe this whole thing will be great, and I didn't thought that I can make a video to one of the politicians and maybe they answer of me. So I think that this whole new YouTube and some kind of video thing or new Web 2.0 things are making our communicating more diverse. So sorry if I'm right. So they make our communication more, how can I say it, more open. Because to make a little response to a cliche video, Europeans have many cliches about Americans. For example, since the Bush administration is on the power. And Americans have also the cliches about Europeans, like Donald Trump says. So, maybe this kind of interaction and communication can build down these cliches. Okay, not they didn't go to get world peace because everybody understands everybody, but we can get a little bit more closer to each other. That was the whole European idea. Okay, that's not a European identity or European expansion, this YouTube thing, but maybe this is all an aspect of it. And and this whole thing gets more kind of diversity. So this is a thing which is new on it, and it could get integrated to our communication, which was before books, blogs, films, pictures, dance performances, music, or other art. I think that if we can integrate this whole communication to the communication which we have now, we can get some very new perspectives. So I think that we should not disclose the other things. We should integrate them, and we can do them. We will have a very big impact on our culture, I think. So that's my opinion on this whole thing. And Tom, I want to congratulate you on new subscribers and new features. And until next video, I just say goodbye.